Hello, my name is Amanda Denmon, and I am a candidate for a Master's of Education degree in Instructional Technology at Kennesaw State University. I'll be walking you through my capstone project and identifying the problems that arose during the implementation, the evaluation plan, and what I learned through the capstone process. To showcase my learning throughout the course of this program, I created a capstone project called Using Technology to Promote Higher Order Thinking Skills. My capstone took place at Cumming Elementary School, which is a Title I school located in Forsyth County. The initial process was proposed that my capstone experience involved meeting with teachers to discuss specific applications that are available to allow students to reach higher order thinking levels like creating, evaluating, and analyzing in the classroom on a daily basis. I was going to demonstrate higher order thinking skills by working with students in the classroom. Students were to provide work samples to show their mastery and upload their final products to a learning management system where other teachers, students, and parents could view their work. However, with a new principal at the school for the 2016-2017 school year, the vision for technology quickly took a different direction, and the capstone now focused on using assistive technology to support higher level learning instead of using specific applications. After a few months of the students working more with the new Chromebooks and collaborating with the advanced studies teacher, the students then began to work on more reading and writing content in their Google Classroom on the Chromebooks. With this came the introduction of the Read and Write extension for Google. Cumming Elementary was chosen to pilot the Assistive Technology extension for the 2016-2017 school year due to the large number of students who are identified as special education. Read and Write for Google is an extension that can be added through the Google Chrome browser that allows for Google Documents or any web page with text to be read aloud to the students. The extension also provides the students with predictive text, so students have an easier time typing or identifying the correct word they are trying to use in their writing. This allows special education students to receive their legal accommodations without the teacher having to pull a group of students out of the classroom to read aloud any text. The article, Assistive Technology in the Classroom, states that assistive technology increases involvement in activities that facilitate communication, ensure independent functioning, enable early childhood development, support educational achievement, provide and enhance employment options, and enable full participation in community living for individuals with disabilities. The county hopes to see students' engagement increase, as well as student learning, with the implementation of the Read and Write Assistive Technology extension. Since I'm an inclusion teacher at Cumming Elementary, my students were chosen to participate in the piloted assistive technology program. There were trainings that I was required to attend, so I knew how the tool worked and what the expectation was for myself as the teacher and the students were when using the tool. My special education teacher and I worked together closely to troubleshoot through the initial implementation of the Read and Write tool. We worked to create rigorous yet achievable assignments for the students. Students who had access to the Read and Write extension were asked to activate the extension every time they used the computer so they could practice using the different tools to help them complete their assignments. Since the Read and Write extension was being piloted at Cumming Elementary, County Office Assistive Technology facilitators observed many lessons where the students were using the Read and Write Assistive Technology tool to complete assignments. At the end of the year, I was asked to present at the district level at Forsyth County's Ed Summit Professional Development course over the summer about the Read and Write for Google extension and the success my students and I experienced using the extension. I will be delivering a training about the Read and Write for Google extension to Forsyth County teachers grades kindergarten through 12th grade. I will share information about the assistive technology extension and the success I had implementing it in my classroom. I will show teachers how easy it is to use the extension and provide student work samples which show how student learning increased and how their writing also improved by using the Read and Write extension. At the end of the training, teachers will complete an electronic survey asking if they had any knowledge of the Read and Write for Google extension before the training, if the presentation matched the description of the training, and how likely they are going to apply what they learned at the training in their classroom for the following school year. The implementation of the Read and Write extension was also evaluated by student interviews. The county facilitator and I created questions to ask the students about their thoughts on using the Read and Write extension and how it helped them in the classroom. Due to the positive results in students' production of writing, as well as their attitude towards writing, Forsyth County has purchased the Read and Write for Google extension for all Forsyth County students for the 2017-2018 school year. In addition to the extension purchase, Forsyth County also recognized that in order for the tool to be used successfully, classrooms must have more technology that support the extension. Forsyth County is installing a Chromebook station that houses 10 Chromebooks in every classroom in the district. Myself, my special ed teacher, and the county's assistive technology facilitator are also being asked to deliver a 45-minute presentation to all teachers in the district on the Read and Write for Google extension and the positive impact it had on student learning. Here is a video of one girl sharing her thoughts and feelings about the Read Write extension and how it helped her in the classroom.
It helps me with the spelling, and it helps me to write perfect, and it helps me to read. It helps me to hear and read. It helps me to read it, and also helps me whenever if I don't know how to read it, then I can read it for me. I know I like it, and I know, but usually I need help. So if there's no one around me, then I use the little thing to read it.
The Read and Write tool?
The one for it can read to me.
Based on the student feedback, many students felt that the Read and Write tool helped them with their reading and writing. They used the tool to help them spell words correctly, read the text aloud to them, and read aloud the text they wrote to make sure it sounded correct. The Capstone experience allowed the space for technology facilitation and leadership to occur. A new principal at Cumming Elementary meant change. It also meant a change in the vision of the implementation of technology. Using the Read and Write for Google extension opened the door for students with disabilities to feel empowered and successful when they wrote. Their work was being read by all students in the class since their handwriting skills were not being critiqued. Students were engaged in their learning due to the feeling of inner self-worth they received by creating successful writing, which was complemented by their peers. The Capstone experience allowed students to reach higher-order thinking skills by creating, analyzing, and evaluating their work on the computer, as well as their peers' work through shared documents. When delivering instructions to the teachers in training as well as to the students, I effectively managed the digital tools and resources by stating the expectation of the lesson at the beginning, then walking the teachers and students through the assignments step by step to ensure participants were moving at a comfortable pace and understanding exactly what was being asked of them. Students were introduced and supported while using the new assistive technology Read and Write for Google extension. I also collaborated with a special education teacher as well as Forsyth County's assistive technology facilitator to make sure students were understanding the tool, as well as creating assignments for students to complete using the tool successfully. I created and will be presenting at the district level about the use and success of the Read and Write for Google extension and how it positively impacted student learning. Change is not always easy to accept, but giving real work samples of student improvement helps other teachers believe and support the Read and Write assistive technology. My goal for the 2017-2018 school year is to continue to work with teachers in the building as well as teachers in the district to encourage and support them to use the Read and Write extension with students who struggle with reading, writing, and handwriting. It is a simple tool that can provide a huge positive impact on student learning.